So guys, we'll wait for another 5-10 minutes and then we can go. Ram and Tahir. Yeah, can you on your videos, guys? Yeah, sure. Hi Tahir, how are you? Yeah. Okay. So what is your daily routine as of now? No, I'm not asking about. Yes, exactly. And then what about like, hmm, very nice. Okay. So can you switch on the light? So I think so. We have others joined in. Mahmood is there, right? So guys, can you please switch on your camera? Ram Shahu, Sayyid Ahad, Mahmood Sheikh. So all men are here. So you can't. It's okay. You should not feel shy. सब आदमी लोग हैं यहाँ पर. Please on your cameras, guys. Yes, guys, I'm waiting. क्या हुआ? Who's this? Yeah. Hi, Ahad. How are you? Just a minute, guys. Yes, Ahad. So what did you do in Diwali holidays? Okay. So guys, Tahir, I think you have done your graduation, right? In which stream? Okay. And right, last time I think so we had a discussion. So Tahir will connect probably after this session in the evening. Give me a call. Okay. There are a lot of things for discussion. Ahad, have you come back from the holidays, or you're joining online only from? You're from Mumbai, right? Okay. In the mid of this month. So another. Uh, okay, okay. So there will be a lot of important sessions which will be going on. So today I'll be speaking more about, you know, the normal English. Apart from that, the personality development, which is important. Then the third most important aspect is confidence building, and the last but not the least is interview etiquette. Etiquette means manners, right? So if you want to make a note of these things, guys, you can start. We'll start the session. You can grab a pen and paper. You can start making a note, or if you have got a system, okay. So the four important things for personal and professional growth. So guys, the four important points for personal and professional growth. Have you written it down? Please write it down and you can go through it. Okay. First is, yes, the first thing is spoken English. Second would be personality development. The third thing should be confidence building. And last but not the least, interview etiquette. The spelling should be ETIQUE TTE. Now, why are these four only just four important things which are more important for personal and professional growth? Yes, Tahir, Ahad, why? Yeah, yeah, one by. Mhm. Uh-huh. So, as per your description what I've given right now, right, so you have the understanding of English. So then why spoken English? What is the difference between English and spoken English? Can you please elaborate? Mm-hmm. exactly. Good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Great. Just 1 minute. Extremely sorry, guys. So I keep on getting these phones. I'll have to attend those prank calls. Okay. So see, the answer is perfect to the point, but there are certain things, okay, which you always have to keep in the back of your mind. Why back of the mind? This is a subconscious mind. ठीक है? So हमारे subconscious के अंदर ये fit हो गया है. It is got fitted from childhood that we are from Marathi medium, we are from Urdu medium, we are from Hindi medium. We cannot speak good English. Now this thing has to come out. You have to take it out from your subconscious mind. ठीक है? Nothing in this world is impossible. The only thing is what you are thinking in your mind from here and from the back of your mind. That is subconscious mind. Subconscious mind, why I'm saying is that subconscious mind is the mind wherein your day-to-day activity, routines, they get stored. ठीक है? We drive a vehicle. So when you put the key in the ignition, nobody tells you to सिर्फ आवाज आ रही है. So any which ways, the subconscious mind is where our daily routine activities get stored, and it is very powerful in your mind. So ensure करो कि we try to fool our subconscious mind. I can speak English irrespective of I am from Urdu medium, I am from Hindi medium or Marathi medium. That thing you keep on saying to yourself, it slowly but surely will get fit in your subconscious mind. And then this word, spoken English, will not be a difficulty for you. Acha, one question to you guys before we start with the session. Uh, Comparatively, the English speaking people, say for example, people from Europe, people from US, Canada, England, those students are they very bright compared to Indian students because they know good English, or number two is that they are average. Third one is that they are below average compared in comparison with the Indian students. Yes, I had to answer this. What do you think? Very okay. Hmm. Hmm. Exactly correct. Right. Yes, yes, continue. Right, right. See, language, okay, is a medium to connect. Understand? It is a medium to connect, nothing else. So there is nothing as such that the language, this language is more important than that particular language. Nothing as such, right? You guys are developers. You write in programs, right? So there will be different set of commands for C, different for C++. Then you might be having different for JavaScript, React.js, Next.js, right? So that if we, does it give us a license to compare that C is better than this or Java is better than that, right? The same thing applies over here. Right now, English is a medium through which we need to communicate with others. When you understand these things, it will become easier for you to bring the spoken English into your daily routine. See, for the foreigners, it is their native language. For us, it is like it can be Marathi, it can be Hindi, it can be Kannada, it can be Urdu. That is our native language. So that is the reason why we tend to think differently about English. I can guarantee you that every day if you spend 15 to 20 minutes in reading newspaper or articles from Wikipedia, any article, so that will be helping you in improving your English. Okay. So we have Bharat has joined now, so I'll just tell her you can just grab a pen and paper and few things which I've discussed right now. I'll just tell you again. The four important aspects for personal and professional growth. My voice is coming properly or is it coming distorted? Echo, right? Somebody is connected from two devices. I think so. Nobody's here. Okay, because I can also feel that. Is my voice echoing? No, please let me know because even I am feeling the distortion over here. So the four important aspects for us are spoken English. Are you writing it down? Okay. Second is personality development. Third is confidence building. And fourth is interview etiquettes. So another question, guys. So this session will be more of question answers. Okay. So my question is that is English only important for students, working professionals, people into business, or is it overall important for each and every person from every walk of life? Who's, who's going to answer? Say, for example, we are into India. Okay, good. What do you say, Tahir? Very, Very good. Good. Very good answer. So, so Tahir and Ahad both have given the correct answers. See, it depends upon which profession you are. Okay. See, for example, if you are a student, you are into business wherein you are interacting with customers, wherein English is a compulsion or something. It is a medium wherein we have to connect or make the person understand. Then and there, English is important. Spoken English is important. So now I'll just give a brief overview. Whether you are a student, a working professional, or someone preparing for job interviews, mastering spoken English and refining your personality are key ingredients for success. Now, what do I mean by success over here? I want someone else to answer now. Khizar, you there? Khizar, Mahmood? Huh. So I just said that whether you are a student, a working professional, or someone preparing for job interviews, mastering spoken English and refining your personality are key ingredients for success. Over here, what do I mean by success? Yes, Mahmood, Khizar, anybody can answer. What do I mean by success over here? Yes, Mahmood. Okay. Uh, can you answer, Bharat? Okay. So that means success, right? For him. Okay, good. So what Bharat is saying that the person who is giving interview for the sake of job, for him to clear the interview, he needs to understand English, and that means success. So okay, partly correct. Over here, success does not just mean that you are clearing an interview. Okay, I think so. Amjad sir, Revan sir, and even I have said n number of times that uh, Amjad sir was working with Microsoft, right? Do you have any idea how many rounds of interviews are there for Microsoft? Okay, yes, Ahad. Okay, anyone else? Bharat? Hmm? Okay, so 3 to 4 are normal. So when Amjad sir was hired, he has given an excess of 13 rounds of interview. How much? How many? How many? So for if you are measuring that way, then for me, even if he has cleared 5 rounds, okay. Just 1 minute, guys. So guys, if Amjad sir has cleared 5 or 6 rounds, so for me it is also a success because normally people give 3 or 4 rounds of interview and they get selected. So if Amjad sir has even given 5 to 6 rounds, still it is a success. Yes, Tahir. Tahir is confused. See, you are measuring success in just one parameter. What is that? That I an interview and I get selected. Now that means success because my English is very good. Do you actually think that is a possibility, or is it a probability? Correct. Right. So see, if I am sitting and discussing something with somebody, say for example, Tahir is one of the client, and I'm having a conversation with. And if he understands what I'm trying to say, so for me that is success. So what will happen is that immediately वो बोल देगा क्या, ओके चलो 2-3 CR का ये प्रोजेक्ट ले लो, बहुत अच्छी इंग्लिश, ऐसा होगा क्या? यस। हाँ, ऐसा नहीं होता है, ऐसा नहीं होता है भाई। ऐसा फिल्मों में होता है, इट डजंट हैपन इन रियल लाइफ। अंडरस्टैंड दोस थिंग्स। देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ डिस्कशंस टू एंड फ्रो in business, these things. And so guys, so if I'm having a conversation and the person understands what I'm saying, he gives me another round of questions, then n number of discussions happen. Now that window of opportunity which I create through my communication, that is success. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू आर सिटिंग इन एन इंटरव्यू, आपका इंग्लिश कैसा भी हो, बट आपका स्किल सेट अच्छा है, वेरी गुड स्किल सेट, इन टेक्निकल यू आर 10 on 10. Now the person who is taking an interview, say for example, the person who is taking an interview is Sarfraz sir, our HR. He's got a deadline. Wasim sir has given a deadline. नहीं मुझे तो 4 डेवलपर्स आज क्या जी चाहिए, और 3 तो अच्छे मिल गए. फोर्थ पर्सन इज ताहिर. अभी ताहिर इज समथिंग लाइक नीम हकीम खतराई जान. 50% इंग्लिश आता है, 50% नहीं आता, बट इज वेरी गुड. So will you put that thing into success? Yes, definitely you got the job. But what about the English? No, you have to still go through it. Success is something, later on I'll explain in the session, that we Indians lack in listening. Success is also one thing. Say, for example, two people are having conversation. Ahad is having a conversation with Tahir. Okay? So, what do you think? What will be the outcome? Or rather, say that Revan sir and Vasim sir are having conversation. What do you think? Who is going to listen? Both of them are not bad listeners. Both of them are bad listeners, but good speakers. ठीक है? Getting my point? A common trait in all of us, especially people from India. If you want, I'll give you one simple example. I think so. Ahad has had a conversation with a foreign student and a person. Just calculate in 1 minute how many words a foreigner speaks, or we as individuals. Okay, in 1 minute how many words we use. And this thing should be when we are speaking with our very best friend, with our mother or not father, father से तो ज़्यादा बात नहीं करते हैं, with our mother. Yeah, when we get excited, no, that time put a timer and just count the words. The standard amount of words is close to 20 to 25 words at the most in 1 minute. We Indians cross 100 words. Try it out, guys. कभी भी इसको ट्राई करना. So when you are speaking in that way, now it's either the person who is listening should be who cannot speak. उसका option ही नहीं है, has to just listen, right? Or it has to be a person who is very calm, like our very own Sarfraz sir, very calm and composed. आप बोलो मैं सुनता हूँ. It's very, so we should start it from ourselves that we have to be good listeners. ठीक है? So today what we'll do is that we'll walk through of spoken English, importance of spoken English as a tool okay, for communication, and we will dive in depth into essential aspects of personality development and also discuss how to build confidence and conduct yourself professionally in interviews and in your personal life. Okay. Now we'll try to also explain how to speak effectively. What do you mean by effective English or effective communication skills? I think so. The last time I had taken a session, I had spoken about this. Can anybody, Khizar, Mahmood, and Ram, you there? Ram, you are there? Khizar, can you hear me? Yes, Khizar. Mahmood, yeah. What do you mean by effective communication skills? Yes, Mahmood. Yes, Ahad, can you answer? What is effective communication skills? So make a note of this, guys. What effective communication skills? I want everybody to make a note of this. What is effective communication skills? And please do not use chat GPT. It's a request. Whatever is coming into your mind, just note it down. Okay? Note it down. What is effective communication skills? Whatever you think. After the end of the session or in the evening, you can just think of this as an exercise or an assignment, whatever you take it. Okay, so the first point we'll be covering starting is that the importance of spoken English. If you want, make a note of this. Importance of spoken English. Spoken English has become a global language, essential not just in professional environments but in everyday communication. Now, why? Just put point A. First thing is global communication. When I say global communication, are you guys noting it down? Ahad? So, point A, global communication. English is spoken by millions of people worldwide. Full stop. Whether you are traveling, working in an international company, or interacting with people from diverse cultures, comma, proficiency, Proficiency. Proficiency in spoken English ensures that you can communicate seamlessly. Okay, so point A, it again, global communication. The description is English is spoken by millions of people worldwide, whether you are traveling, working in an international company, or interacting with people from diverse cultures. Proficiency in spoken English ensures that you communicate seamlessly. Have you written it? Earth, air, no, seamlessly. Point B, career advancement. In today's competitive job market, most job opportunities require a certain level of proficiency in spoken English. Full stop. Many companies operate on an international scale, and employees who are fluent in English are more likely to be promoted and entrusted 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 with higher responsibilities. I'll repeat it again. Career advancement in today's competitive job market, most job opportunities require a certain level of proficiency in spoken English. Full stop. Many companies operate on an international scale, and employees who are fluent in English are more likely to be promoted and entrusted with higher responsibilities. So, who is going to explain this point? Career advancement. Yes, I. Mm-hmm. 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 So, do you think that is true? See, apart from what you are doing in a company, whichever company you work, the very first thing is your sincerity that will be noticed. Apart from sincerity, if you are a very good communicator, you know English, then this thing is applicable. You are not sincere और बहुत अच्छा हाई फाई इंग्लिश और चल रहा है सब कुछ so not at all applicable. Clear? So first thing is sincerity, your dedication to your work, and then apart from that, then again you have a very good English or you're a very effective communicator, right? So then this thing is applicable. Okay? So let's move to point C, and that is building relationship. This is my personal favorite, building relationships. Okay, I'll just give the description and then I'll discuss it. English opens doors to networking with individuals English opens doors to networking with individuals from various backgrounds, comma, helping you build meaningful relationships that can benefit both personally and professionally. I'll repeat it again. See, building relationships, English opens door to networking with individuals from various backgrounds, comma, helping you build meaningful relationships that can benefit both personally and professionally. So who is going to explain this? Yes, Bharat. What is the meaning of this? Okay. Anyone wants to try? Ahad? Hmm. Yes, somebody wants to say? Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Very good. Uh, Probably you have covered a lot of things in that. But over here, when I say building relationships, so first I think so we have put a word English. So over here you can put any other language as well, as far as building relationships is concerned. The other thing is that uh, we should not be judgmental when we are trying to speak with anybody, because if we are trying to be judgmental, whether it is the appearance, whether it is a thing like, okay, we need to get this work done from this person only, then I'll speak sweetly, and after that I will not. So these things will not build relationships, which is very unfortunate in today's world. Whether or not your work is getting done or not, you can just greet the person warmly. Always remember these things. Very, very important. The prime example I can give you over here in our organization, it was last December when I started communications with our clients by the name of Ice Robotics. अभी आप जानते हो. So before Ice Robotics, there was one web app they wanted by the name of Ice Islamia. But for me to get that work done, it took close to 4 months of continuous persuasion. Just imagine, guys, रात में 2 बजे 2:30 बजे इंडिया में, that is the time when they used to say, okay, now connect and discuss with us. So initially they were trying to test my and Amjad sir's patience. So this the C point, building relationships, and you'll be very surprised to know that not just one app, we have got 4 apps now from their side. How many? और right now we'll be having the fifth एक पूरा के पूरा उनका जो backend database है that will be coming to us very soon. So now what do you think this happened with? Exactly correct. So they I build a relationship with the client on behalf of pick up the software private limited, right? I said okay fine, not necessary that I did not keep a condition. Okay, if you work only then I'll speak with you and I'll have a discussion of 15 minutes, half an hour, 2 times or 3 times a week. I did not keep any condition. So this is one thing that will come through experience. But yes, we should start making these changes, and then apart from these changes, English will be a topping. It's like a pizza. पिज्ज़ा में you can put veg, you can put non veg. उसके ऊपर जैसे टॉपिंग्स चाहिए, चिली फ्लेक्स डालना है, कुछ और डालना है. So English is that topping. That the moment you take a pizza piece and put it in your mouth with that topping, it will make you crave for more. Okay, it's not just cheese and everything. No, the topping are the one which makes the difference between the pizza of the same brand. In Domino's, we can have 10 different flavors. लेकिन topping जो रहता है, that makes the difference. Now that topping is English, spoken English. Okay. Point D, confidence in social settings. Okay, whether it's casual gathering, comma, a professional conference, or a public presentation, being able to speak confidently in English boosts your self assurance and helps you engage with others effectively. This is very important point, guys. Point D, and repeat, confidence in social settings, whether it's a casual gathering, a professional conference, or a public presentation, being able to speak confidently in English boosts your self assurance and helps you engage with others effectively. What do you mean by confidence on stage? कई बार I think so. Okay, so I'll just repeat it. Today I am seeing two tires away. Okay, that's good. I got a little bit afraid. नो दैट इज ओके, लाइट जाने दो, बट टायर दो आ गया अचानक मेरे सामने, इसलिए डर गए हम। ओके, कॉन्फिडेंस इन सोशल सेटिंग्स, whether it's a casual gathering, a professional conference, or a public presentation, being able to speak confidently in English boosts your self assurance and helps you engage with others effectively. So now, many a times you might be listening that you should be motivated, you should have the confidence, you can come and should stand on the stage and speak. These were probably Amjad sir, Revan sir. Okay, even I keep on seeing the same thing. So, why is it necessary that you come on the stage and speak? Why is it important for your own self assurance or self confidence? क्यों जरूरी है वो? लेकिन वही चीज क्यों? ओके, Tahir, do you agree? Hmm, good. Anything else you want to add, Ahad? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. See what happens. Exactly correct. So if you are sitting with the same set of people and you have to explain something or you have to give a presentation in front of them, you are very confident. Okay, you know why? Because they are the same people whom you are seeing day in day out. So there is very little chance or no chance of getting nervous. Now, why do we get nervous? 101% correct. Very nice, sir. See, what happens, when I go on the stage and I see a crowd of 100 people, the very first thing what my subconscious mind from the back tells, oh my god, so many people are looking at you. ये very first, वो what is going to think, what is going to think if I get nervous, if I get nervous, if I get nervous. So what happens is that even a person who is well prepared, when he starts thinking about, in Hindi we have that saying कि भाई लोग क्या बोलेंगे, लोग क्या सोचेंगे. So there, your the complete nervousness takes over your body, and that is the thing which is very common in India, stage fear. Anybody is given an interview for a call center, international call center interview. There is a this thing. There is a round wherein They will tell you to come in front of people. There are a set of 30, 40 people. They call you in front of them, and they tell that you have to speak for at least a minute or two on any topic of your choice. It can be politics, it can be any actors, any actress's life, anybody's autobiography, anything. But you have to speak loudly and you have to be very crisp and clear. 90% of the people fail those that particular round because they get nervous. It is not. It is, yes. So why do you think they put that round? So there are ways, different ways and means, no, to check the confidence. So why just that? Because this stage is nothing but a point which will definitely come into the at any point in time in the professional uh, job or the professional career in any company, that there will be a situation where you have to do thinking on the spot. It is again a critical thinking. It's not something, okay, this is a research topic or this I have to learn and then I'll get back to you. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. हाँ, सामने से somebody is trying to harm you or there is something कि earthquake हो रहा है और तब आप बोलोगे ठीक है मैं थोड़ा रिसर्च करता हूँ and then I'll think and then I'll let you know कि इधर भागना है या उधर भागना है. ठीक है. सो उस वक्त में at that very point in time your critical thinking matters. So that thing एक सेल्फ assurance. Okay, the very first thing is कि मुझे बिल्डिंग छोड़ना है, earthquake हो रहा है, leave about everything else. I have to just get down to the building along with me, whoever is coming, ensure that I inform them and get down. Okay. So if I'm going to the stage, I have to first think कि what I have thought I have prepared for, I have to deliver that. मुझे बोलना है. What people are thinking, what they have an opinion about me doesn't matter. Now these things will come only when you get into the habit of coming on the stage and start speaking. Okay, so this is very important. And see, what better place than our family functions? What happens? We try to get nervous over there. If somebody counters us on any topic what we are discussing, we get nervous, right? किसी को पूछ लिया कहाँ जॉब कर रहे हो, कितना ऐसा करो, कितना ऐसा करो, नर्वस. लड़कियों को पूछ लिया, अरे ये तो रिपीटेड ड्रेस है, ये तो मेहंदी का डिजाइन कॉपी किया हुआ है, नर्वस. No, what is the point in getting nervous? There are ways and means to, you know, shut up your criticizers. But for that, again, you have to be very good at your communication skills. And not just communication skills, you should not blabber. मराठी में बोलते बाष्कळ बडबड. बच्चे रहते ना छोटे, small kids, they talk anything, gibberish language. My daughter sometimes in middle of English, she speaks alien also. And it's like, okay, she has done a big job, so we all have to clap. It's not that. We are adults, so we should also have knowledge. The knowledge will again come from reading. What happens is that over a period of time we think that we don't have any time to read about something, read about political affairs, read about any inventions, any discoveries, make it a habit. Now these things will give you different topics to discuss in your social gatherings and research it very, very wisely, not like a study. Wisely. Pointers उसमें से you just pick it slowly, slowly. See, at the initial stages, you'll find it quite boring. I'm telling you. But as you keep on doing that habit, no, you'll find a lot of interest in that. Then slowly you'll come to know, okay, the place where I'm living, the area where I'm living, there are a lot of concerns over there. So these things you hardly give 10 minutes, 24 hours of your life. It will make a hell lot of a difference. See, we as humans tend to compare. Okay, we will be thankful only when we do a proper comparison. An apple should be compared with apple, a pineapple with an pineapple, right? Right or wrong? So apple pineapple, say, I just remember one small incident. uh, I had a Vodafone gallery in Hinjavadi that was close to in the year 2015, 2016. So there was a person who used to, format the phones, and that time we had iPhone 4, I suppose, iPhone 4 or 5, not sure. Uh, the initial one. One of my customers came and he said, I went to the Apple store in MG Road, that's in Pune camp, and he's saying कि 5 or 6 thousand somebody told कि उसको software मारने के लिए लगेगा and everything. He said in India there is a guy, he just takes 500 rupees and he does it. I said fine, if you are saving money, please go over there. He did not come to my store for 2 days. I kept on calling him. Third day, when I was opening my store, I saw him. I called him. He was very reluctant. I said, what happened? I called him. And the moment he entered my store, my one of my executives, his name was Pankaj, he said, "Sir, uh, his name was Hulavle. So Hulavle, sir, has formatted his phone to see the phone. He was so reluctant, so reluctant. He was not showing his phone only, iPhone. So he showed to me. Then he said, "नहीं, इसको switch off करो." Why should I switch it off? No, please do it. And he was so resisting me hardly that please do not switch off the phone. I said, no, I'll switch it off. I switched it off. Then my executive said, please switch it on. The moment I switched on the phone, जो logo था ना Apple का, it had become pineapple. वहाँ पर pineapple आ रहा. So the reason is that the comparison should be with apple to apple and pineapple to pineapple, right? So if you are sitting with somebody who is knowledgeable, who is educated, उसके साथ उस level का discussion होना चाहिए. If you are sitting with your family members who are less educated, not because they did not want to pursue their education, but because of financial or whatever hindrances, they could not get to the bachelorates of educations and everything. उस level की उनसे बात. So this is again a win-win situation for you, for confidence building, for motivation, for when you come to the stage. Now that is a stage for you. Your social gathering, your family, that is a stage for you. For boosting your self-confidence and motivating yourself. Always remember, whenever you are doing any kind of communication, it is for yourself. It's not for the others. So that way your knowledge will increase and that will help you in reading, being an effective communication, a person who's got a effective communication skills. Okay. Coming to the second point. Now the first point was, I think so, importance of spoken English. We will come to the part two, building confidence and overcoming the fear of speaking English. Just make a note if you want, guys. Building confidence and overcoming the fear of speaking English. That is the heading. Just don't write it, okay? Now, one of the most common barriers of to speaking English is the fear of making mistakes. Okay, we tend to think, what if I do a mistake? People will laugh at us. Now this is again the part of your, the villain is subconscious mind. Your heart tells, okay, don't worry, it's good, just go ahead with it. But your subconscious mind will tell, okay, people will make fun of you, people will laugh at you. That is a common thing. The fear often stops people from speaking out, even though they have the knowledge of the language. So this was the first thing when we started the session. I said something that we have the knowledge, but we don't know how to speak. Right? This was one sentence from you. So this over here, it's important that we have the knowledge. See, at least you know about the code. HTML क्या है, CSS क्या, what is JavaScript, what is React.js, right? So if I tell somebody to speak on that for 10 minutes, it should be easy for you. The moment I tell you to speak in English, then all hell's breaking loose, right? न कोडिंग आएगा, न कुछ वो फ्रंट एंड बैक एंड कनेक्ट ही नहीं होगा कभी जिंदगी में, तो ये देखते आ राइट. So this again a field which we have to overcome. The sooner the better. Okay? So how do we overcome this? Building confidence, overcoming the fear of speaking English. So point A, write it down, guys. Embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. Embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. The heading is embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. So, can anybody tell what is the heading? What does the heading mean? Yes, Bharat, what does the heading mean? What do you mean by embrace? What is the meaning of embrace? I very, the exact word is उसको गले लगाना, right? Embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. The problem with uh, when you start speaking English is that you are not ready to accept, not accept, embrace your mistake. Acceptance and embracing it are two different things, है ना? जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द राइट एग्जाम्पल शुड बी, आप लोग में से कितने लोग शादीशुदा है मालूम नहीं, बट वेन यू हैव किड्स नो, सो इफ नेबर्स किड्स आर मेकिंग लॉट ऑफ नॉइजेस, वो फायर क्रैकर्स लगा रहे, उनको डांटते, और वही चीज़ अपने खुद के बच्चे करेंगे ना, तो वी जस्ट इग्नोर, अरे नहीं छोटा, जाने दो. सो दिस इज समथिंग which should we should be able to embrace. If there are mistakes while speaking English, embrace them. वो अपना ही है mistake. Only then you'll be able to overcome the fear of speaking. Okay? I'll just give the description, take a note of that. Mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. Mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. Full stop. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn. Each error is an opportunity for improvement. So rather than fearing them, welcome them as stepping stones towards mastery. Mastery. Full stop. I'll repeat the complete description. Mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. Full stop. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn. Each error is an opportunity for improvement. So rather than fearing them, welcome them as stepping stones towards mastery. Okay? So I think so most of we all should have understood what is the meaning of the description. I just want to focus on the second sentence. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn. So what does that mean? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, very good. Now I would just elaborate on that second sentence, sorry. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn. That doesn't mean that you keep on making the same mistake again and again. Mistake has to be a new one. A mistake has to be a new one. If you are making the same mistake again and again, then there is a problem with your thinking, whether it is speaking English or anything else in your life. वही mistake repeat हो रही है, then there is a problem. ठीक है? Now point B, very important. Na? I'm a big fan of this point again. Practice regularly. The heading is practice regularly. Description is why practice regularly? Yes, why practice regularly? Why is it so important? Practice, practice. हर बार we keep on hearing these things. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are not scoring runs. They should go to Ranji matches and practice. So what is this? What is this word practice about? And why is it so important? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good example. Good answer. Yes, Farad, would like to add something? So, but see, if you keep on practicing regularly, so then though we'll attain mastery, right? Then after attaining mastery, then why should we practice it regularly then? Hmm? Yes, Tahir, Ahad, Farad. Probably in 1 year's time you'll become pro at coding. फिर क्यों डेली प्रैक्टिस करने का उसके बाद? I think so. In the last lecture, I had given an example that all of you know Bruce Lee, right? The martial artist, biggest martial artist in the whole world. He was first a radio jockey. I don't know how many of you all know that. And he was the first radio jockey. On radio, he used to tell about front fist and back flip and everything through audio, not video. He became so much hit after that he got breaks in movies and everything. Okay. So he was once interviewed after he became a star. A reporter asked him a question: whom do you fear the most as a competitor or an opponent? No, no. He was given an option like at that point in time there was a huge movie star by the name of Chuck Norris. So he was very good at martial arts and I don't know, Enter the Dragon or Fist of Fury, some of the movie of Bruce Lee. He was the antagonist, the villain, and he was very good fighter. And there were a few Chinese fighters as well. He gave the names of those three, four people. Do you fear them? If you fear them, if you face them in the arena, he said, I do not fear any of them because I know their moves. But I fear that unknown guy who's out there somewhere and he knows only one kick. He knows only one kick, but the difference is that he's been practicing that kick 10,000 times a day. Same kick. It will take a lot of efforts for me to pin him down, but for him, it is just one shot of that success of the same kick, and I'll be on the ground. So, this is the importance of practicing things like this. In old days, guys, I am not sure what your age is. I'm assuming that you are less than 25, all of you all. So probably I cannot say your grandparents also, probably, but somebody in your family who is in the age of 70s or more than that. People who have been traveling in state transport buses and uh, bullock carts, they never had a problem of their back pain. Why? It was a regular practice. Their spinal cord had become so flexible that whatever stress you put on the back, they had no problem whatsoever. In today's day and world, there is suspension under the seat, there is suspension under the four wheeler, two wheeler, everywhere. There is a suspension under the sofa on which we are sitting. There is suspension on the chair which I am sitting. But still there is a problem with spinal cord. We have to correct our posture. You have to sit like this, you have to sit like that. Now the context over here is that regularly they are traveling on rough roads. The the mediums of transport were rough. There used to be just one SP bus for any particular long distance train, this destiny or destination. People used to hang on to the bus, sit in the windows, travel standing for hours together. They used to not complain of anything. No fear, no fatigue, nothing. So that was a regular practice. I am not sure about, I can give you a better example. Earlier, when people used to go to pilgrimage, Hajj, any idea how much time it used to take for going to Hajj and coming back? Yes, yes. Okay, so somebody has answered over here. It is close. It used to be close to 1 year. How much? Complete that session. That is the reason why when you people used to go for Hajj or the pilgrimage, they used to meet all of their relatives. The reason was they are going into the high sea. You never know we will be coming back or not. Even then, people used to travel for that. 3 months, 4 months, at times 5 months in the sea. Just imagine one side. And now how much time does it take? Yes, how much? It is less than 4 hours, but assume 4 hours. What is the difference in that and this? So this is the importance of the modern techniques and everything. But still, people used to go regularly. We had people, probably some of my mom's relatives, every second year they used to travel by sea. So that was a regular thing for them. For us, practice regularly is just 10 minutes a day. I keep on saying 10 to 15 minutes at the max. Read some article from Wikipedia or your areas of interest. You have Quora, you have Reddit. Just go through it. And just one more, I can suggest an exercise that you can sit in front of mirror with the stool. Nobody is there in your room. Just sit in front of mirror, look at yourself, and speak loudly. That way, you are the speaker, you are the listener, and you are also the judge. What the way you are speaking, what is your facial expression, everything you can, start improvising. The other thing, coming back to improvisation, when you come on the stage, the very first time, second time, you'll be nervous. Third time, you'll be a little bit confident. And by the time you have come to the stage n number of times, 10 times, 15 times, say for example, you forget the topic, you can improvise it there and there. So that thing will be only with the knowledge of the subject, important, and the medium that should be English, right? Indian food is very famous in the world. Why? Nowadays it is getting more and more popular. It is not very good. Exactly correct. So we can say the content, and what else? Another important aspect of the Indian food. cheap तो है economically. The context, they are filling a stomach at a very economical price. So हर चीज, each and everything you need to have the content and the context. Write down these keywords. Shall did you write it down? Content, content, and context, context. Both are different. So even while you are speaking with somebody in a social gathering, कंटेंट तो होना चाहिए, दैट इज नॉलेज, और कंटेक्स्ट भी होना चाहिए. नाउ से फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर गॉन फॉर अ फ्यूनरल और वो चालू हो गया बिजनेस कैसे बढ़ाने का. कंटेक्स्ट ही नहीं वहाँ पर कुछ. कंटेंट लेके क्या, राइट? तो प्लीज क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग यहाँ पर आएगा. So practice regularly. Just write down the description And also, most important thing, that in the walk of life we should also know when to keep quiet. Very important. I was traveling to my in-laws place on 30th. 28th and 29th there was a wedding and reception I could not attend. On 30th, while I was traveling early in the morning, I got a call. The wedding which was happening and the reception was of the brother, and his own brother-in-law expired at the reception night. So I was going to meet him and congratulate him. ये news आ गई, which was unfortunate. I was confused and my brother-in-law was with me. I said, I'm a little bit confused. Should I congratulate or I should feel sorry? He just looked at me. He's younger to me. He said, brother, the best part is you keep quiet. क्योंकि आपकी गाड़ी कहीं ना कहीं से चले जाएगी वहाँ पर खुशी में, तो आप खामोश रहेंगे तो बेटर रहेंगे, सिर्फ साथ में चलो वहाँ, विल डू द टॉकिंग, दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम यू शुड ऑल्सो नो व्हेन टू कीप. So I was there in the house for 2 hours. I kept quiet. So there will be certain times you should use your inner instinct when you have to keep quiet. You have to just be a listener. And there will be certain times when you have to be the speaker. Okay? Practice regularly. So the description is just like learning any new skill, speaking English requires practice. Surround yourself with English content like books, podcasts, or even certain online content. Full stop. Try speaking with friends, family, or colleagues in English, or participate in English conversations. Full stop. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. So I'll repeat it again. Just like learning any new skill, speaking English requires practice. Full stop. Surround yourself with English content, books, podcasts, or even online content. Full stop. Try speaking with friends, family, or colleagues in English or participate in English conversations. Full stop. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. The reason for my, I will not say the best, I am a very best in communication skills, but I'm fairly good, average in English. The reason is not because I interact with clients and everyone. The reason is every day for 10 to 15 minutes I read Times of India newspaper without fail. In the morning if I don't have time, When I go for lunch, in the lunch while having food, I read the newspaper. In the lunch, if I forget to read the newspaper before sleeping that night, I ensure that I read the newspaper. And this has been an habit then since I was 12 years old. Right now I'm 44 plus. 1 or 2 days, 3 days here and there, that's fine. But overall, it has been a habit. So that is a prime example of practicing it regularly. You spend a lot of time in coding and everything. So I would just suggest just 10 to 15 minutes of your time. Say, for example, you are doing coding continuously for 8 hours, 10 hours. You get bored. Okay. You have to do something. You just open your phone, go to Quora, go to Wikipedia. Try to select any topic, any new upcoming technologies in JavaScript, anything, whatever you like, in cooking, in foods, in clothing, in history, in geography of India, or anything what is happening in political affairs. Just go, read it. Do not try to understand it. Just try to read it. This habit will ensure that you are on the path of being a very good, having very good communication skills. This will take, it is a continuous efforts, but you can see it from probably within 1 month's time. You can start seeing the difference, the confidence you have while speaking on English. And very basic thing I again suggest all of you all, he whenever we are calling any customer care, no, try to speak in English and try to take the option of English. That is the best way to practice for yourself. It will be difficult, but try it out. Definitely try it out. Okay? Yes, sir. It's Ahad, or how do you pronounce it? Ahad. Okay. So my Urdu is the same way like you guys have the English. So we are same boat. So yes, I also have to work on that. So the हाँ वो याद रहता है, लेकिन फिर वो पूरा सूरज पढ़ना, हाँ, पूरा सूरज पढ़ना। हाँ, तो Ahad, right. He is positive self-talk. Yes, what do you mean by that? Who's going to tell me? Bharat, what is positive self-talk? Just a minute, guys. I'll be back. Just be online. Okay. Sorry guys. So Tahir, Ahad, Tahir, Ahad, you there? Okay. Tahir is there? Okay. Positive self-talk. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by positive self-talk? Who's going to say? Tahir? Tahir is not. Okay. Can anybody elaborate on that? Positive self-talk. And why is it important? Very good. In the meaning of optimistic, what is optimistic? Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Optimistic thinking. See what happens, what happens is that we almost, uh, we almost tend to criticize us. Okay, this is a trait with Indians. ऐसा है क्या? Or is it a trait with the complete human race? Human race. Yeah. So we say, okay, arre, I should have done it this way. Taken the bike from this road. I went from this road, so I met with an accident. So this is nothing but we keep on criticizing ourselves. So this creates a doubt in our mind. Very first thing is that we should try to focus on our flaws and mistakes. हमारी जो गलतियां हैं उसके ऊपर फोकस होना चाहिए. Not just criticism, self criticism. No, you need to understand what is the problem in yourself or a flaw, and then when you accept it, you have to accept it also. What happens, कि हाँ ठीक है हो गई गलती, but in the mind, in the heart, we are not ready to accept the mistake, and there lies the problem. मेरी तो इंग्लिश अच्छी थी, उसको ही समझ में नहीं है. You went over there to give an interview or take an interview? जॉब किसको चाहिए था? मुझे चाहिए था कि जो इंटरव्यूअर था उसको चाहिए था. Who wanted the job? Interviewer wanted the job. We wanted. I wanted the job, right? That is the reason why I went to give the interview. Right? No? So, and this is a very common trait. We watch a cricket match, and you guys are quite young, so you might be seeing Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. ऐसा नहीं, ऐसा शॉट मारना चाहिए. Boss, he is far more better than you. Your suggestions. When the ball comes at the speed of 140, 150 ना दिखता भी नहीं है वो. Trust me. And it's very easy. सोफे पे बैठे रहते हैं ऐसा, कुछ तो कोल्ड करेंगे, चिप्स रहते हैं, जिसने ऐसा मारता था ना वो आउट नहीं होता था. Right? So it is always easy to criticize. The most easiest thing in the life a Indian has is giving suggestions. Common giving suggestions, and I often tell this to all my team members over here, development center. The easiest thing in the world is to give suggestions. It's free of cost. Second thing is it is easier to listen to the suggestion. The most difficult thing in this world is taking anybody's responsibility, which nobody does. Right? चलते फिरते उठते बैठते will give suggestions. So okay, coming back to us, positive self-talk. So I'll just give a small description. Just make a note of that. Often the biggest barrier to confidence is self-doubt. Instead of focusing on your flaws or mistakes, shift your focus to your progress. Full stop. Affirm your achievements, however small they may seem. This will slowly build a positive self image and bolster your confidence. I'll just repeat the description. Often, the biggest barrier to confidence is self doubt. Instead of focusing on your flaws or mistakes, shift your focus to your progress. Affirm your achievements, however small they may seem. This will slowly build a positive self image and bolster your confidence. D, the fourth point, setting realistic goals. Now, what do you mean by this? Realistic goals. Yes, Tahir. Hmm. Exactly. No, no, not achievable goals. Realistic goals. No, no. See, realistic goals means that I'm putting achievable goals that I have to reduce 6 to 7 kgs of my weight. Now, this I can achieve, but it's not realistic for me because I'm not exercising, I'm not walking, I'm not doing any kind of physical activity. So forget about 6 kg, 6 grams will also not be reduced. So you have to keep a realistic goal, like you have to reduce 1 kg in a month. Now this is being realistic, fine, because I know my limitations. Yes, I can control through food, and I probably can do a walking of 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. Now I should not become like PT Usha or someone like Neeraj Chopra, right? So that is being realistic. This is important for you from every aspect of your life, not just about communication skills, but everything. You should know it. Say, for example, if you're doing coding, you should be realistic. Huh? I'll do that. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do this. First understand the problem, then divide it into time and efforts. Everything is in time and efforts. If you can work for 12 hours or 14 hours a day, that doesn't mean that each and every person of your team works for 12 or 14 hours a day. There are people who will be working for 8 to 9 hours, and there will be people from your team will be working for 8 to 9 hours a day. Everybody has got their own capacity of understanding things, their own capacity of doing things, right? So you have to take that thing into consideration and then giving them realistic targets. So that means setting up realistic goals. Getting my point. So when if I can deliver a thing in 1 week, I will be committing 10 to 11 days to the person whom I have to actually give it. So I should have a buffer of 3 to 4 days. Now this is called as being realistic. Now it cannot be case 7 days work I'll do in 1 hour. No, not possible. You have to first set an expectation. So that is also important in communication skills. See, when we are sitting with a social gathering or anything, people tend us take us for granted, especially the older people of our family or generation. For them, if you're working in IT, that means you are just sitting on a sofa for 8 hours and you're coming back home. This is their perception of working in IT. Now, can you change perception? It's very difficult. There is a way when you call them to your office and make them sit with you for 8 hours to understand what exactly you're doing for 8 hours or 9 hours. Until and unless they do not understand, they will not give you any input. And this is the same thing with me, with you, everyone. So you have to set up expectations. Okay, these are the things. This is my realistic goal. This is what I can do. This is what I can't do in every walk of life. And before the conversation turns ugly, just put up a line. The difference between the understanding is that we tend to think that if a person is older and if we say no to that person, he will feel disrespected. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Saying yes or no is your opinion, your choice. So start setting up boundaries while speaking, communication skills. For that, you need to first of all understand your realistic goal. That in 24 hours, how much hours we can work. And I also believe that you guys should start planning things. Coding is nothing but executing. You are executing something that you are thinking. You get an assignment component, you think and then you start coding. या फिर बस सुन लिया और चालू कर दिया क्या? ऐसा नहीं होता ना. So that part should be something where you should spend some more time. Try to understand things. If you do not understand it, ask again. See, if I am your, say for example, you are working and I am your tech lead. I give you a task and I tell to you that by end of day today at 5 p.m. I want the result. This is the component which you have to make. I've given you the task at 9:30 in the morning. Now you do not understand my instruction fully. At 5 p.m. you are telling me, sir, I did not understand what you said. Now you tell me what will be my reaction. How will I react? Yes, sir. But correct. Why didn't you ask me at that point in time? After half an hour, 1 hour, you should have asked me. So this is something where you have to be very realistic. See, you are working for a reputed company. Say, for example, pick up the software private limited. You're not working for yourself. You're not working for the tech lead. You are working for pick up the software private limited. You are getting a task, and if you do not understand, it is your right to go and ask. I do not understand it. So keep a habit of asking questions. Over here also, I've seen very less, probably 5 or 10% people uh, ask questions. We get in so many dignitaries over here on the stage, but nobody asks questions. Very few. Whatever questions you have, please ask. That will clear your doubts. That will give you hope. That will build on confidence or your optimism. Because the person who comes on the stage is renowned in his own field. He's not somebody. He was not walking on the lane and I caught hold of him and called him on the stage. No. He's a dignitary in his own field. He's somewhere, he's from some organization, and he will be giving you insights, global insights, insights from the market, insights about something which is happening around the world. So it is important that you ask questions. Now, while asking questions, it should be something, the tone in which you are asking, the body language should be not, very hard and fast. You should be very, what do you say that? Very humbly you should ask the question. What I Because the person over there should be interested in giving you answer. Otherwise, your body language and your tone and everything is like this. नहीं समझ में नहीं आया वापस बोलो. He will not give. मेरे जैसा तो बोलेगा ही नहीं तो. Sir, I did not understand. Can you please repeat it again? Or can you explain it in a different way? He'll give you. He'll explain it to you 10 different times, different ways. So again, it depends upon being a good communicator, being optimistic, being realistic, right? There are a lot of people come to me, say that okay, this is what we want, this is what we want. 90% of the times I say that this is not realistic. My team has got this kind of capabilities, this kind of skill set, and this will take this much time. In the market, you'll get people who will say, okay, in 7 days you want this. E-commerce site कहाँ से बना के दे दूँ 7 days, and that to like Flipkart. No, I can't make it. Simply no. Don't argue. There is no reason for argument because his thought process is just unidirectional. He has thought he can get it, he's got the money, so please let him get it from somewhere else. Right? So, guys, probably I'll connect to you after lunch. Right now, I'll be calling up Azhar. We'll be giving you certain assignments. Okay? Certain calls, I have to give some instructions, but I'll come again at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Sorry. Okay, and we'll continue this. I hope it is making you guys are not getting boring because मेरे को कोडिंग आता नहीं. आपने अगर कोडिंग लिख भी दिया तो आप लोगों के समझ में आएगा। ठीक है। इज इट ओके? तो अदरवाइज, तो अदर, कैन यू गिव देम सम असाइनमेंट्स? या प्लीज टेक इट डाउन। 7030 03 7 So, guys, you can take a break in between 1 to 2 p.m. Azhar will give you certain assignments. Please do that for the next 1 hour. After that, again 2 p.m. I will connect. Okay? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हो सब लोग? ताहिर। अब तक रिएक्ट जेएस में क्या क्या हो गया? लाइक हुक्स, प्रॉप्स, यूटेड एंड ओके। कंसेप्ट समझ में है आपको यूज इफेक्ट के? ओके। एपीआई, फेच एंड एक्सेस। ओके। राम, आपको समझ रहा है? राम, आर यू देयर? अहद भाई। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, अस्सलाम। जम रहा है आपको जो अब तक हुआ? सर ने जितना लिए, रेवन सर ने, अमजद सर ने, तो एक अगर मैं छोटा सा टू डू लिस्ट का टास्क दूंगा, आप लोगों को कर लोगे? चलो मैं आपको एक टास्क देता हूँ। ये था आपका टास्क का डिस्क्रिप्शन, जिसमें आपको एक टू डू लिस्ट बनानी है। टू डू लिस्ट में आपको क्रिएट, रीड, अपडेट एंड डिलीट, ये चारों भी टास्क कंप्लीट करना है। और हर टास्क में जो प्रॉपर्टीज़ होंगी वो कौन सी होंगी? टाइटल होगा, डिस्क्रिप्शन होगा, डेट होगा एंड स्टेटस होगा। स्टेटस तुमको दोनों दिखाने हैं, पेंडिंग भी और कंप्लीट भी, और इनको सॉर्ट भी करना है। पेंडिंग स्टेटस भी दिखेंगे, अगर ऑल करेंगे तो पेंडिंग और कंप्लीट दोनों स्टेटस दिखेंगे। सॉर्ट करेंगे तो सॉर्ट में पेंडिंग का सॉर्ट कर रहे तो सिर्फ पेंडिंग के स्टेटस दिखना, और कंप्लीट का सॉर्ट कर रहे तो देन कंप्लीट का ही स्टेटस दिखना। अगर इफ़ यू वांट की फीचर्स तो फीचर्स भी दे देता हूँ इसके में। मेनली ये दो फीचर दिखना चाहिए, ऐड, एडिट एंड डिलीट का। सेकंड, जो भी टास्क होगा ये फिल्टर चाहिए कि एक्टिव कितने, कंप्लीटेड कितने, पेंडिंग कितने। ठीक है, हो जाएगा सिंपल सी टू डू लिस्ट। टायर हो जाएगा। हाँ, डाल देता हूँ। रिएक्ट में ही करना है। रिएक्ट में ही करना है। ये कौन से ग्रुप पे था? अच्छा, जून। ठीक है, आप ये टास्क किसी भी तरीके से कर सकते हैं, मतलब कार शोरूम के अकॉर्डिंगली, किसी का कार के शोरूम का टाइटल, कार का डिस्क्रिप्शन, डेट और स्टेटस कि वो कार कंप्लीट हुई या नहीं हुई, और पेंडिंग है, और कितने एक्टिव है। ये कार के शोरूम पे भी कर सकते हैं, आपको जैसा करना है आप कर सकते हो। तो यू हैव ओनली 1 आवर टू कंप्लीट दिस टास्क। चलेगा हाथ भाई? ठीक है। R&D कर ले तो चल जाएगा, बट चैट जीपीटी नहीं करना। ताहिर, भरत, हो जाएगा। ये हुआ ना, टू डू लिस्ट हुआ ना, कर्ड ऑपरेशन नहीं हुआ। हो जाएगा। गेट एंड पुश किया है। तो इसमें क्या कर लो आप, ऐड और डिलीट कर सकते हो ना। हम्म। ताहिर, और एडिट का नहीं हुआ। डिलीट, ओके, देन ऐड एंड डिलीट यूज करो। एडिट पॉसिबल है तो एडिट करना, अगर नहीं है तो फिर हम करते हैं सेकंड हाफ में, ठीक है। वसीम सर के लेक्चर के बाद हम ये टास्क पे काम करते हैं, बट ये असाइनमेंट आपके लिए, मैं सिर्फ एडिट का बताऊंगा, जो आप करोगे उसके आगे मैं कर लूँगा। तो इसमें आप ऐड और डिलीट का रखो, और फिल्टर, स्टेटस फिल्टर करना है कि डिलीवरी अपने कंप्लीट है या पेंडिंग है या एक्टिव है, ये स्टेटस रखना है। पॉसिबल है। हम स्टेटस शो करा सकते हैं क्या? बस वही स्टेटस को फिल्टर करना है। और स्टेटस भी कई में होगा, कंप्लीट, पेंडिंग और एक्टिव। एक्टिव, पेंडिंग और कंप्लीट इसमें रहेगा। पॉसिबल है ताहिर? ठीक है आद भाई, हो जाएगा। ठीक है, ऐड और डिलीट का कर लो आप, देन हम स्टेटस पे भी चलते हैं, ठीक है। अगर स्टेटस और एडिट का आप आर करके कर सकते हो, देन ठीक है, अदरवाइज हम सेकंड हाफ में देख लेंगे, ओके। तो आपके पास एक आवर है, एक आवर में आप आपका टास्क कंप्लीट कीजिए, ठीक है आज। प्रोफाइल has been used to be QR code patterns normally और उसमें डेटा का
देख ले ली सबने ली इसको अब्दुल इसको क्या पॉज करने का कि चालू रखने का सेम लिंक रहेगा क्या बंद करूँ ऐसे इधर आना देखना ये स्ट्रीमिंग स्टॉप करने का ना पॉज पॉज तो करना हो स्टॉप हो जाती फिर से चालू करने का वो मुझे आ गया चालू करिए सर काम हो गया